Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 2. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now listen, honey, I'm watching this for y'all. So I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button. Okay, it's a free and easy way to support the channel so I can show up in the algorithm and whatnot. Child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, Emily and Brennan have tied the knot. Okay, another first for Emily, honey. Her first time walking, her first time being married, her first time. Honey, just the first for Emily all the way around. So as soon as they get outside, he's like, so you never been in a relationship? I said, well, dang. He couldn't even get outside good, honey. She's like, no, I mean, nothing seriously. So they sit down. Now, Married at First Sight people, I noticed this with every couple except Lauren and Orion. Why are these couches just strategically planted in this snow like this? Like, y'all can find these people nowhere to sit on the inside? I said, what is this couch? It's just this random couch sitting in the snow. I know you thinking it's giving the Denver aesthetic, but it looks a fool. So anywho, he's asking her if he was her type. And she was like, yeah, that's my type. That's my type, honey. She said, yes, you look like somebody I would date, but we need to work on that personality. Let's see if the personality is hitting on something. So, they're opening the champagne and she's like, are you a partier? He goes, well, I'm full Russian. So my dad only drinks vodka for hydration, no water. I was like, ew. First of all, Brennan, don't repeat that to nobody else. And I was just like, Daddy need to get checked out, honey. I bet it probably smell like pickle juice in there after he get out the restroom. That is disgusting. If you never drink water, something is really wrong with you. Oh, honey, absolutely. No, ma'am. Okay, now I don't know if he was just playing or what, but child, don't say that on TV. I mean, he seemed to like her, but I'm not sure about her liking him. Okay, Virginia 2.0, I'm not sure if she sold. Moving forward. Becca, aka Pink, and Austin. Child, I forgot all about them, let alone them dress and tux shopping. So she has to choose her dress, he has to choose his tux. And I was just thinking, like, why didn't y'all do this last week? So she gets to the dress shop to pick out her dress. She tells us that she cannot wear anything too tight because she just had an appendectomy and she's still recovering. So nothing can be pressed up against her. Now, if you remember from last review, I told y'all that she suffers from endometriosis. So because of that, she had to have that surgery. Becca is going through a lot. I feel like that's a major thing to be facing on top of getting married at first sight. You want the pressures of not knowing this man and just doing whatever. And on top of that, you have health issues. Ooh, that's a lot. Over on the other side, Austin is choosing his suit. Honey, I hope he leave that backwards cap at the house. So he's trying on his suits. He tried on the first one and said it gave leprechaun vibes. So it's a no for the Lucky Charms of it all. Over there with Becca, she finds her dress. And I think that dress was perfect for her. Looking at that dress and her personality, she looks like she would wear that dress. And before she even said, I feel like a Renaissance woman, this feels like a Renaissance dress, I was just thinking, she looks like somebody I saw at the Renaissance Festival one year. I mean, I instantly thought that when I saw her. The dress was simple, pretty, and Becca. Moving forward. Over with Austin. His friends are talking about, what he needs in a lady. So then Mr. Austin Powers comes out and he chooses the traditional black tux. And I mean, he did look good. Okay, I hope he cleaned up that little scruffy face of his, but he did look very nice. He said he's always taken relationships seriously, but he only gets in a relationship if he sees a future with that woman. I mean, so far, I feel like Austin is just like one of those beer pong playing, shot taking, mama's boy, frat boys. Okay, I mean, I don't feel like anything's really stood out to me that says he's ready for a marriage. I mean, I do like Austin's personality so far. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just like, all right now, Austin. Okay, I see some tendencies in you that like to play all day. So don't let me down. Over with Becca, she says yes to the Ren dress and she's ready to get married. Cameron and Claire. See, same thing, honey. I forgot all about these people. Same store, different dress. Claire gets there to choose her dress, and Cam, he's choosing his tux. You know, he's over there with, I think her name was Nancy. And because, you know, he doesn't have any family in Denver. So Nancy is stepping in to help him search for his tux. So they were showing pictures of Claire in like her workout attire. And it reminded me of the woman who was married to Ben. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Y'all remember who I'm talking about? Lauren. Y'all remember Lauren, the one who wanted to prove to us that she was a nurse, and she was giving out her dang on social security number, her background checks, and everything else to prove to us that she was a nurse. She reminds me of Lauren in those pictures. I said, okay, Lauren, honey. Okay. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note, but she definitely reminded me of Lauren when I saw her in those pictures. Back over with Cameron. He's trying on suits, but I was just wondering, does this man have any friends in Denver? Now, I understand you have the family that you chose, but where your friends in them? Okay, because there ain't nobody in this tuck shop but Nancy. Okay, and Nancy Drew, help me solve the case. Okay, does he have any friends, yay or nay? Claire, on the other hand, she tries on the first dress, and she instantly falls in love. So she said yes to the dress. She's also saying that nobody has ever truly chosen her. Nobody has truly committed to her. She said based on her looks, and I'm finding that hard to believe because she's actually a very pretty lady. Now, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, because I had somebody comment down below on a Ready to Love review, and they said, Misha, she's pretty to you from a woman's perspective, but from a man's perspective, maybe not so much. So me looking at Claire, I'm like, girl, what do you mean? You're very pretty. But I don't know if that's what a man would see when they looked at Claire. But she said nobody has ever committed to her because of her looks. And she did all the praying that she could do, and it has finally paid off, and everybody's crying. And I was just like, oh, honey, all this snotting y'all doing. I really hope that Claire and Cam are a match. Listen, I really want it to work for Claire, Lauren, and Orion. So it's the day of their wedding. She's happy. She's talking in her confessional. She's like, yeah, I'm just happy to I hope I get me a big man to keep me warm because it's cold out here. Now, he did say something about something was big on him, but I'm not sure about his stature. Okay. You might need to take a look at his girth certificate. Honey, I'm not sure. He didn't say nothing about him being big and tall, honey, big, tall, and fine, but he did say that something was going on that could probably keep you warm. So Orion is on his side, and he's saying that, you know, he's been looking for love since he was 13. Orion, what are you talking about? Sir, at 13, you're barely hitting puberty. Okay, your voice just now changing. And what do you mean you've been looking for your wife since you were 13? Say what now? So her friends are all like, I hope that whatever you want, you get it. So then her sister said, well, you know, we know you don't care about looks and things can grow. So if the personality is there and he's a good person, then everything's going to be all good. Lauren said, all right now, okay, not too much. You can turn a 4 into a 5, but I don't know if you can turn a 2 into a 5. Girl, I don't know, honey, because on season 12, when Jacob and old flat-faced Haley was over there, child, she was trying to build a man. She was buying him shirts out the local Ross, trying to make him over because, you know, he loved them 80s, honey. She was trying to make him over, still didn't want him. And I didn't think that Jacob was that bad looking. So, I mean, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you don't think you can make a 4 into a 5, I don't know. Why are we shooting for a 5? Does it stop at 5? I thought it was a 10. Shorty right there is a 10. Oh, a 10. Honey, shout out to the dream. I didn't know it went to a 5. Is that new? I said, okay, honey, if all she wants is a 5, then you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. I can already see, though, that Lauren is going to be accepting and pleasant with whomever she's matched with. Okay? But I also feel like Orion should have gone on Love is Blind. I don't know why he just give me them Love is Blind vibes. Side note, Lauren is a tall drink of water, child. I said, look at them legs on Lauren. Now, her makeup was really pretty. Her hair was beautiful. She looked so pretty. I was still not fond of that dress. I did not like that bouquet, but I think it speaks to her personality, so it's cool, okay? If you like it, I love it, but I just did not like that dress. I felt like we could have done something a little bit more va-va-va-voom, a little bit more flattering. But Lauren's a pretty lady, and her hair was nice. Her makeup was nice, so it was good. So they exchanged their wedding day gifts. She gifted him a flask with rum from Puerto Rico. He gifted her a turquoise necklace. So he's telling his friends and family about his hair and how, they wear a traditional bun on their wedding day. And the way that they wrap it up is important because when it's up and it's away from your face, he has a clear mind and he's able to make clear and concise decisions from the ancestors and hear from them. He wants his wife to know that he's an indigenous man and he wants her to embrace his culture. Now I'm like, okay, now, Orion, I love the fact that you're educating us on your culture. I am, because I love to hear about it. But I want to know more about you. Like, I don't want you to just be your culture and your birth certificate, honey. I don't want that to be your entire personality because, you told us this like 50 times. And although I love hearing about it, I just feel like that's all that you've given us. Like, give me a little bit more, honey. What else is there to you? Like, what is it? So it's time for him to get ready to go out. His mom comes over. She's very supportive of him. She's speaking her speech, speaking life into him. And he said that he can feel that his family is behind him. On Lauren's side, her dad and her sister-in-law show up, and her sister-in-law gifted her a keychain with a picture of her mom on it. And Lauren said that's like the last time that they hung out and had a good time. So she's happy that she chose that picture because that's the type of thing she needs right now. She needs the party mom. She can hear her mom telling her about her makeup and her hair. And she just loved that. And I thought that was a beautiful present. I really did. She said it made her feel like her mom is really there with her because she never imagined that she would be getting married without a mama. I am happy, however, that her dad was there. She didn't mention her dad. And she really didn't mention him when we saw him either. I don't know what the relationship is, but I am happy that he was there to support her. But baby, child, when Orion walked in, the family looked a bit concerned. They looked like, say what now? Now, these are the family members that's already in the seats. Now, they pan to one lady real quick, but y'all know I watch for a whole lot of detail. And I was like, girl, not the rolling of the eyes and whatnot. He was very polite, though. He spoke to the family. He went over. He said, hi, I'm Orion. Spoke to everybody. Now, Orion, these little earrings, they could have been left behind. Okay, I ain't like them little earrings. Other than that, you looked very nice. Okay, everything else is a yes, but I just didn't like them earrings, child. So Lauren's side was, they were a little sparse. I was like, where is everybody? I ain't see too many people, but we gonna get into it. Let's see if she likes him. So Lauren is about to walk in. Orion moving all around, them earrings dangling back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Honey, he whipped them earrings back and forth. And she came out and he looked at her and he smiled. I was like, okay. So they both smiled at each other. So I feel like this might work, y'all. And it was a genuine smile. It wasn't one of those, ooh, I thought she was going to have one eye. It was really like, wow, I'm kind of smitten. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to get into it then. I think they both actually liked what they saw. She actually complimented the earrings. I said, well, baby, shut me up. Shut me the hell up, baby. She said, I like your earrings. I said, okay, baby, this going to work. This going to work. Because me, I'm telling you right now, when I would have walked out and saw those, I would have said, oh, handsome. I see your earrings. Okay. Okay, earring. Anywho, let's get this show on the road, honey. The bridesmaids on her side were hyping them up. They was like, don't they look good, child? And I loved that. I really did. I loved that. They had a really nice support system. So they read what the family had to say about them. And about her, they said nothing but great things. Then it's Orion's turn. Now, for me, I feel like the vibes were giving BFFs so far. But I'm going to wait until they walk out, and then I'm going to see how I feel about it. Really, I need to wait till I get to that honeymoon, because that honeymoon will tell you all that you need to know. But so far, it seems like the two of them could be best friends forever. Moving forward. As they were reading their vows, though, they did both say that the experts did well. She read her vows to him, and I loved how she said, I promise to stay curious and not critical. I said, bars. Okay, Lauren, I'm going to adopt that, because sometimes I can be critical. I really can. And that's something that I really want to work on. And I think going into my next relationship in the year 2047, I'm going to make sure that I'm curious and not critical. Okay, girl. So he reads his vows to her, which were beautiful. I was like, okay, Orion, that was so sweet. He seems like a really sweet guy. And as they're standing there reading their vows to each other, I can kind of see it, y'all. I can kind of see it. I was like, you know what? I think I see a little something. I see a little something. But baby, that kiss was something else. I was like, dang, don't knock her down, child. When I tell you he was pressing them lips were so perched upon hers. I did appreciate that he asked her to kiss her, though. That was very polite of him. But the way he pushed back with them lips, I said, oh, honey, it was giving, I've been practicing on my pillow. I said, easy there, killer. Oh, he was about to knock her the hell down. She got on heels. Oh, honey. Oh, my goodness, y'all. It's time for Micheal. So, you know, Micheal is the man who's not going to get a bride. Let's get into it. I know that I'm going to feel so bad for him standing at that altar because he's so happy going in, and I know I'm finna be pissed. I just know I'm finna be pissed. So let's see what happened. So he's talking to his buddies. He's making jokes. He's talking about how he talked to his parents earlier, or his mom earlier, and how she felt good knowing that his friends and family were there with him to support him. And so they come in and bring him a gift from the bride. Now, a gift from the bride. I want y'all to hear that. It's a dang on scepter and a crown. Yeah, This definitely tells me that this is a setup. Because why would she send him a crown and a scepter, and he just so happens to love to dress outside the box? And that was one of his biggest fears. Will she accept me being creative and expressing myself through my clothing? Because not a lot of women like men that zhuzh it up the way that Micheal zhuzhed it up. Honey, we might not like that. But for Micheal, he want to do his own thing. And she just so happened to give him a crown and a scepter. She crowned him the Prince of Denver. Well, girl, you're the court jester because you acted a fool. But see, I told y'all last review my theory on what went down. So let's get into this. So he actually put it on and he was like, I feel extremely confident. Oh my gosh, y'all, my heart is about to drop. So he goes on out. When he came in, everybody stood up. They were clapping. This is his side. She comes in and walks straight up to him. And this is how I knew it was some tomfoolery. And I told y'all, okay, I think I'm about the only one that peeped that this did not sit well in my spirit, honey. Something just wasn't right. Because why aren't y'all showing her face? Didn't she sign a contract? Every year they're talking about, well, I'm just here so I don't get fined, and I have to participate in these things and those things because I don't want to get in trouble because I signed a contract. Every single season we have somebody that acts up and we always see their face. If we had to be subjected to Alyssa for weeks and weeks and weeks, even when we wanted her to go away, even when Chris told her today is my decision day, then why aren't we seeing this lady? Like, this just don't make no sense to me. And they never showed the bride side, okay? Or, as I call them, the paid extras. They never showed the paid extras because I'm not buying it, okay? And they ain't fooling me. So the officiant asks everyone to please stand. She comes out, he smiles, but as soon as he smiles, baby, that smile was turned upside down. Then she comes out and says, I'm sorry, I can't marry a stranger. So then he starts telling her, you of all people should understand that this is scary. Why would she of all people understand? Both of y'all getting married at first sight. What is happening here? So then he tells her that he respects that she doesn't want to take the journey. So then she goes, wow, what an amazing guy. What? First of all, it sounded like a voiceover and it sounded edited in. I need to speak to Micheal because I'm not buying this at all. It seemed orchestrated and it seemed like something to get us interested in this show. Either way, I'm glad she didn't waste his time and that he showed that he's a stand-up guy. But something ain't right, honey. And I told y'all something is not right. If you watched that scene and thought that that was real, baby, we're gonna have to work on your discernment, honey. Throw that damn costume in the trash, honey, where it belongs. Throw that scepter and that crown in the trash can. After that little display, it's on to Pink, aka Becca and Austin. Child, I'm telling y'all, that scene was not real. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all are over on the TikTok. Y'all remember that lady that got on that plane and she's like, that motherfucker is not real. That's what I was thinking the entire time I was watching that scene with Micheal and this runaway bride, and they ain't fooling me. Becca and Austin. So Becca shows up to get her glam because she's a wedding photog. She knows that things go wrong at a wedding. And I said to myself, baby, I don't think anything can go more wrong than Michael standing there in that crown only to be stood up. I don't think nothing can go as wrong as that. So her and her bridal party, they're getting ready. And I was just wondering, as the bridal party was getting ready, they ask the standard questions. What are you afraid of? What if he looks like this? What if he only has one fingernail? They're asking all these questions. I was wondering why they never let the bridesmaids stand next to the bride. Like, they come in and they sit straight down. If I'm going to get all glammed up and all dolled up, I want to be seen, honey. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Director. Honey, I said it right there. Right next to the bride, honey. Hopefully I can catch me a groomsman. You know what I'm saying? So Becca's a little bit nervous about telling him about her health, but she said that she's going to ease into it. And I hope Austin is kind to her. I think he will be, but I can foresee that he may say something that's going to put his foot in his mouth. But with Austin, he's telling his friends that he hopes that she's extroverted and that she's this and that she's that. And I mean, I don't know if Becca is going to be all those things that he named, but she most definitely does give extrovert. And Becca looked so pretty to me, y'all. She really did. I think mainly because her dress, her hair, her everything, it was so her. Like, if I looked at Becca and saw that dress, I could see her in it. I could see her dressed like she is now, minus the earrings. Y'all got a little problem with these earrings on this episode. Becca, them big gold earrings, girl, take them earrings off. Over on the other side, Austin gets his present. It's a disposable camera, of course, because she's a photographer and she wants them to capture all their special moments. She got perfume, which is the scent that she wears every day. What a coinky-dink. Production. I'm speaking directly to y'all, honey. See, that's probably why y'all be messing with me, because I'm not finna let y'all play in my face. She just coincidentally got the perfume that she wears every day. Okay. Austin's friends come out. Everybody sits down. And Austin has found himself a flower man. I said, what in the world? What is a flower man? But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He had me hollering. Baby, the way that man came out and started throwing them flowers everywhere and passing out them little liquor bottles, I said, this is a mess. This is a mess. See, this is the reason why I know you play all day, Austin, because look at the company that you keep. Why is this man twirling around like Tinkerbell with these dang on flowers and this little bottle of liquor? Before Austin comes out, he's over there talking to Mommy Dearest. And she was like, I'm just really not happy about this whole thing, but you're grown and you can make your own decisions. I just hope you find happiness. Do you, Mom? Do you hope he finds happiness? I don't know if I buy that. So Austin goes out because he thinks his mom is giving him the green light. Austin is waiting for Becca to come on out. I want Becca to have her person. I really do. I want her to have her love. I just want to make sure that Austin is going to be sensitive to her needs, because the last thing I would hate to see is her going through such a terrible thing and then Austin is insensitive. That's going to piss me off. And then I'm going to have to go off on him each and every week. And I really don't want to do that. Okay. I really want them to work. I just think in all fairness, a conversation should be had. But baby, when Becca walked in like Snooki at the Jersey Shore, party's here. Baby, she walked in, everybody was clapping. She got that party started. Okay, she got that party started. The way she walked in, I thought that they knew each other. I said, do Becca and Austin know each other? Did they go to high school together? She lit up the room. You know how when somebody says, when I walk into the room, I own the room? Becca owned that room when she walked in. Like, the party was officially started when she walked in. Okay, Becca and Austin, I like this. I'm liking the vibes of this wedding. So they read their family's words about Becca, and baby, they called her a sex vixen. I said, not the woman that was running from the Scripples. Not a sex vixen. Okay. So then they read Austin's letters, and we find out they have something in common. They're both always late. Y'all can roll with me, because I can't stand being late. Becca and Austin read their vows to each other, and she brings up that she has a Nintendo 64. And he's like, me too. I have one in the back room. She said, oh my, are you serious? Who's your person on Mario Kart? He said, Toad or Yoshi. She was like, me too. I'm sitting there thinking, why y'all sound like my 8-year-olds talking about some Mario Kart? We're getting married. Not y'all talking about the Mario Kart of it all. Baby, this right here is a mess. My baby loves video games. I was like, oh, child, I hope my son does not get up there on his wedding day and ask his wife what her Nintendo 64 is. Child, this is a mess. I'm happy to see that they have so much in common, though. They both said I do with the quickness. I said, oh, okay. His mama was frowned up the entire time. Mom, it's going to be okay, you little meanie. Becca, good luck, girl. When you got to sit down with them families, it's going to be a fool. I have hope for these two. I have hope for these two to make it. Mario Kart and all. And I actually did love their wedding. I really did. I liked their wedding, and I liked Lauren and Orion's wedding. I liked both of them. But if I had to choose, I would choose Becca and Austin, because there was just so much energy in the room. Austin was overtaken with emotions, child. He was crying, but he was probably crying because he about to get away from that mama. It was tears of joy. If you know, you know. Moving forward. Side note, if this is the wedding, what is the reception going to be like? They're going to be loose as a goose. So now we're back to Micheal. He's trying to explain how he feels about being stood up. He said he feels like, you know, he failed. No, you didn't. You don't even know this woman. You didn't fail nothing. The experts failed. They failed you. That's what failed. This experiment failed. His friends are upset that she went through the entire process and didn't commit to him wasting people's time. So his friend is really like pissed. He's speaking so highly of Micheal and the way that he conducted himself when this lady embarrassed him on national television. But friend, you need to direct that anger over to them producers, honey, and they ain't fooling me, allegedly. Like, this just don't make sense. So Micheal starts crying, but honestly, it's better now than later because you don't even know her. Micheal, I don't even think you should be shedding tears over what could have been. You deserve somebody that's not flaky. Do you want someone that's going to run when things get tough? Like, do you really want that? Now, do I think Micheal was in on the foolishness? No, I do not. I do feel that he was set up, allegedly. Moving forward. Micheal, the ladies are already in the DMs, honey. Check the DMs. It's going down. You deserve more. Lauren and Orion. So they're in the back getting to know each other, and they find out that they're both Sagittarius with a Libra rising. Now, I don't know what that means, honey. All I know is when your birthday is what your birthday is, then I know your sign. But it's a good sign, I think, that they're like identical. I don't know. They're basically the same person. She was completely shocked. Now, it was a little bit of awkward energy, but that's to be expected. I do love how open Lauren is being to Orion, and he's explaining to her the purpose of the bun that he's wearing in his hair. So they talked about, you know, their fears, and she told him that she was afraid that he wasn't going to like her appearance. But she said, I looked at myself and I was like, on my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. So she was like, he gonna like me. I look good, honey. Put that on my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look too good. Yes, girl, you was looking good on your wedding day. Now, Orion, that was your chance to tell her that she looked good. Now I ain't hear you say nothing. You just sat there looking. Now I'm gonna chalk this up to you being nervous, but don't let that happen again, okay? Because I feel like she was fishing for a compliment and you didn't take the bait. Don't let it happen again. Becca and Austin. So they go and sit outside on this couch that's strategically placed in the snow underneath this heat lamp, because I don't understand why they're not on the inside. Becca is me, though. Honey, life of the party. No liquor involved. Because she was like, I don't drink. But you can go ahead and pop the top for you. And if you need more and you want me to bring you shots, I shall do that. So they start talking. He's telling her, you know, he has a female roommate. She's like, I don't give a damn. I don't care nothing about your female roommate. That's fine with me. They were both born in 1991. And they have a lot of things in common. It's really giving twins. Okay. Now, I think this is what I'm feeling with the two of them. I think when they get down to the serious conversations, that's where the issues are going to start. Not now, but definitely a little bit later. In the next scene, they show us Micheal yet again. Can y'all please give him a break? Get that camera out his face. He feels bad enough. So they take him into this room and he gets a letter from this crisis actress about how sorry she was, and she gave him back what he gave her. So you mean to tell me that this lady gathered her entire wedding party, all of her guests, ran out, exited stage left, came back to return the gifts and write him a note? Y'all really think I'm crazy? Y'all really think I'm crazy? I'm pissed because I was looking forward to getting to know Micheal. I really was. I feel like he could have really added something to this cast. He seems like such a sweet guy, and I think that he has a lot of layers. And I don't think it's fair that he was, you know, gypped out of this experience. I do wish him all the best though, because this show can be toxic at times anyway. So God always gives us an out. So maybe this was his. But I don't want to see him no more. Let him rest. We could have seen Cam and Claire getting married and making it through their wedding instead of bothering Micheal. Because contrary to popular belief, it's not giving the intrigue that the producers think that it is. Because I don't want to see this no more. I don't want to sit up here and see this man crying about a woman he don't even know. Okay, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him continuously be hurt. So therefore, and thus and such, moving forward. Micheal, you deserve to process your feelings of being embarrassed on national TV. So I hope that this is the final time that we will see you until the reunion. Cameron and Claire. So it's time for their wedding, the last 10 minutes, honey, of the show. And Cam, why haven't you made any friends since you moved down to Denver? Like, how long you been there? Not even a coworker? I'm like, what is going on, honey? It's always one person in your corner. So Claire's over there getting all dolled up. Claire looks just like that mama of hers, just like her mama. So Claire's mom and her sister are like, he needs to have drive. He needs to be faithful. He needs to have a nice car. He needs to be great in bed. But, no judgment. I'm like, girl, huh? No judgment. And you just ran down a list. So Claire's like, okay, let's just give him a chance first. Because she thinking to herself, child, y'all gonna ruin it. Take it easy, honey. Slow down, low down. Let's see what happens first. We don't even know him. So Claire is speaking things into existence that are positive. She's like, everything's going to be great. I'm going to like him. He's going to like me. It's going to be great. Everything's going to work out. And I was like, yes, please stay positive. So they bring in the gifts. He gets his gift. He received fabric to represent her Scottish family. And she got a stuffed animal named Kiwi. Now, I didn't know the importance of Kiwi. I'm confused. Because I was just like, what is happening, honey? I see why they ain't no friends. Not Kiwi. What is happening, child? Y'all fill me in on what Kiwi means down below. Claire, I don't think she's going to be feeling Cam. I really don't. I can see her attitude creeping in. I feel like he going to get on her central nervous system. I really do. So before she walks out, she's like, what if he has no family? Yeah, girl, what if he doesn't have any family? This is a mess. Why would she just out of the blue say, what if he doesn't have any family? Why would you even say that? I don't know. This whole season seems like a bunch of actors. I don't know. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. My antennas are up. What if he don't got no family? What does that mean? They're like, if he doesn't have any family, then we'll be his family. So he's outside. He's nervous because he has no family there. And I was like, she nervous. What if he don't have no family? And he's nervous because he don't have no family. That's there. Me personally, I feel like when he sees her, he's going to feel like he hit the jackpot. But her, not so much. So she's in the back with her parents, and her bridesmaids were really, friendly to him when they came out. They're like, hey, oh my gosh, good luck. They were really friendly to Cam when they saw him, but I don't know exactly what they're thinking. She hasn't come out yet, but that was the end of the episode. Ooh, child, this right here is going to be something else. I really think that the more that Orion and Lauren get to know each other, I think they're going to really mesh. I think they're really going to be the couple to give it their all. Now, I don't know quite yet because we haven't made it to the honeymoon. I have to see how they interact with each other. But I do think like they're really going to give it their all. Becca and Austin, I see trouble up ahead. When they get down to the serious conversations, Austin doesn't seem like he's mature enough to have those conversations. Just my, observation. When it comes to Cam and Claire, I don't think Claire's going to like it. I really don't. He's not going to be the right fit for her. But we shall see. And please don't show me Micheal. Not now, another time. Until we get down to the reunion. Unless y'all found him a woman. Other than that, Micheal, we'll see you later. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. If you watched it. If you didn't, I got you covered. Comment down below and y'all know I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.